And same question. I just want to ask you guys that. Do you want to be how you're feeling right now? Do you want to be at that same place this time next year? Like, is it going to take you 5 years?
Yeah.
10? Do you want to wait to get to the rest of your life, to the end of your life, and realize that all you got to do is just move?
But then, like, I've just lately been questioning, like, why not?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why can't what he showed you in college be true?
Yeah.
Like, why do you think it's not for you?
Yeah. I had a similar moment probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, but what it was for me, it was actually the Lord challenging me. Mm-hmm. I've been kicking around this idea with him and you for years, for almost 3 now to be specific. And I just felt the Lord basically tell me, like, he reminded me basically the image of Moses when he had chosen him and asked him, hey, go and tell Pharaoh, let my people go. And Moses is going through all the excuses of everything that what he can't do. And the thing that reminded me of is he tells Moses, says, go and I'll put words in your mouth. And because one of his excuses was, I can't talk,
Right.
And he reminded me of that because he didn't tell Moses, I'm going to put words in your mouth and then go.
Right.
The first thing he said was, go. Like, I just need you to get the show on the road. And as you go, I'm then going to put words in your mouth. And he reminded me of that. And so I basically felt the Lord go, Mark, I'm telling you the same thing. I need you to go. And same thing, I'm pulling the Moses card. I'm pulling out all the excuses. And I felt the Lord just gently go, Mark, at what point is it going to be enough? And I don't know, I just want to kind of share that with you who's listening and watching. Maybe you find yourself in a season right now where you have these ideas, you have these dreams, you have these visions that the Lord has placed in your heart, whether it's directly through people, through a sermon, through a message, through a podcast, through a song, whatever it is. And you have just questioned it over and over again. And I kind of just want to present that, to our listeners, to Let's Talk About It family.
Yeah.
At what point is it going to be enough for you to just go and move? And then the Lord asked me this. He says, Mark, do you want to be here again this time next year?
Yeah.
And I was like, ugh. And same question. I just want to ask you guys that. Do you want to be how you're feeling right now? Do you want to be at that same place this time next year? Like, is it going to take you 5 years?
Yeah.
10? Do you want to wait to get to the rest of your life, to the end of your life, and realize that all you got to do is just move. All you got to do is just go. And so essentially, I kind of had a similar moment like you did. But it really got me, like, I got teary-eyed, obviously having that conversation with the Lord. But part of the teary-eyed piece too wasn't just the idea of living in possible regret, but knowing that the Lord thinks that highly of me.
Yeah.
And the beauty is he thinks the same for you too.
Yeah.
The Lord thinks so highly of you that it's the reason why he has given you these dreams, these visions. There's a reason why your heart beats drastically quicker when something specific is talked about. It's because it's coming from the Holy Spirit. And so what does it look like for you to just go? For you to just take one step in the next direction? John Maxwell says it's easier to drive a car at 5 miles per hour than it being parked. Even if it's slow. Yeah. Just move.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing it sounds like you and I are kind of both stepping into.
Yeah.
And the freedom has been not doing this in a false humility or arrogance, or like I'm really learning to step into every like last night. That's probably one of the first time I wasn't nervous to teach. Yeah. And not because I felt cocky or anything like about it. I just I know who I am. Yeah. In the Lord. I know what he's called me to do. So I'm stepping into it. Yeah. And I already told you, that was probably the funnest class I've taught in a very long, not because of the content, because of the people. People just came energized. And when they're ready, I feed off that. Yeah. But that was probably one of the first times in a long time where I stepped into something that I know I'm gifted in to do. And I stepped in with confidence. because I know who the Lord has said who I am. And I'm just leaning into that.
Yeah.
And it's, man, the amount of pressure that's gone and the freedom that I've gained from it. Oh my gosh. I can't describe it.
Yeah. It's funny. And I won't get into it now because the 50 minutes a week that y'all don't pay me for is coming to an end. So I think one of the questions I really want people to ponder, and I have no issues getting into it later because I've been wanting to do it. With all the excuses, who told you that? Right? Like, I've started to wonder who told Moses, or who gave Moses the idea that he can't speak well, or that he has a speech problem, or that he has a stuttering problem, or whatever other excuses that he came up with. Like, who told him that? Did he tell himself that? Did Pharaoh tell him that? Did his mom, his adopted mom, tell him that? Like, who told him that? Because God never said it. God never said, like, hey, yo, I'm a pick you, but I need you to know right now, you got a little bit of a speech issue, okay? But we can work through it. Like, God never said it. In fact, if you read the Bible, it actually says that he was very well educated and well in speech. But somewhere along the line, he bought in the
book of Acts. I remember it.
Yeah. But somewhere along the line, he bought into this narrative of, oh yeah, I don't speak well.
Yeah. You're saying Moses said he had a speaking problem,
right?
But the Lord did not say.
But who told you that?
Yeah, it's good.
Because it's not God.
Yeah, that's good.
So whatever that excuse is, who told you that?
Yeah.
Because I promise you it's not God.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this, be sure to check out some of our other stuff on this page, or check out our podcast on Apple and Spotify. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. See you there.